So I'll give you a few reasons why you should be trying to chant every day in the form of a meditation. And first of all is the theoretical reason, and that is obviously that you're calling God's name, which is a good thing. It's a deed. There's like a sin that you can do, and the opposite, and you're doing the opposite of that, and it kind of balances out your sins to good deeds account. So maybe that cancels out your sins. That's like a different thing altogether. Maybe not everyone is into spirituality, and I am myself not that much into spirituality right now. In fact, a couple of days ago, I was a complete agnostic. So yeah, I guess that speaks for itself. But so why meditation should be considered, and particularly chanting one, is that it just gives you a sense of peace. It's a different one. A regular breath meditation does very well, but then like your chords over here, they just kind of vibrate when you chant. I don't know about other religions, I really have no idea. But in Hinduism, there are a lot of gods whose names that you could be chanting. There's like a different vibration here, and you have to say them like for as long as you can. Like you might have heard like people go like Om, and then the thing over here vibrates. That's like a chanting meditation, but that's like a very basic one. You just don't say Om. Usually they say Om in like yoga purposes, which is actually for I think it's not just for this. It's for here and then also like the chest area. It's that's a different thing when you do it in yoga. I think that's for your breath, like your lungs, something like that, something physical. But this one is just for the mental peace and mental clarity. You just feel so clear, and in a way you feel kind of blessed. If you're spiritual, or if you're like religious and you know about like uh, all the different gods, the deities, and prayers and kind of how they look. I think you'll even get the image. A lot of people have said this. They get the image of the actual god when they're chanting. There's also mental chanting, which is taking things to the next level. But I think for a beginner, you really shouldn't think about that. So when you're doing like chanting, you kind of calling out the name of the God. And if you believe that there is something like this, then I think it's honestly best for you. Because there are many people, there are more people who believe in this kind of thing than ones who don't. So if you believe in God and you just call out their name, I think that's additional sense of peace and security that you get. I really don't know how to explain it, but you just feel kind of blessed throughout the day. I don't know why. The things that could go bad don't really happen. Like, I mean, they can, but the chances are quite low that something bad will happen to you. It kind of dropped. That's what I've noticed whenever I've said the name, like for an extended period of time. Bad deeds, bad things don't really happen that often in my day. The good things keep on happening. I think that's an observation that I made, but that's completely like could be a coincidence. Lot of factors will come into play into these kind of things. But objective, like I mean, not objectively, but like scientifically, what happens when you're kind of chanting is something around here. And spirituality in Hinduism, at least, what happens is like you have to achieve moksha, like liberation, spiritual liberation from your body. So then it kind of activates chakras. There are like chakras, right? One, two, three, like. Then there's the bottom one, which is the Moladhar. That's kind of for I think sexual liberation. And the semen kind of becomes one with your blood. I think that's what like the texts say, spiritual texts. But again, that is not like scientifically proven. But what is proven is this, like the vibration over here, and might be good for you. For like I don't know, like it might make your voice deeper. The voice modulation can improve, and I would definitely say that your breath, your lung capacity will absolutely increase when you do this. And I think you just feel like you feel different, bro. I mean, you just feel kind of peaceful. I don't know, man. Just being honest. That's what I've noticed, and these are like the benefits that I have come across. What's the disadvantage, you might ask? I think you just drink water. Just drink water before you go ahead and do it. Otherwise, bro, you might feel like, yeah, you might feel thirsty after a bit, especially if you're doing this for a longer duration. And I think to get started with, how much would be good enough? I would not recommend anything more than 20 minutes for beginners. So 15 minutes, 10 minutes, if you're just getting started and you have a good attention span, like you're not like someone who scrolls on YouTube shorts and Instagram reels all day long. 10 to 15 minutes is good for you. If you keep scrolling on Instagram reels, you're just eating junk food and you have like bad health, bad mental health, bad physical health, get started with 5 to 8 minutes. That for a, what do you say, just for starting, and just do that every day. And if you find that to be a bit more difficult, just reduce the duration, to be honest. And oh, also, you know what I've heard about chanting? If you chant the names of a powerful god, I think you can also have problems at the beginning. This is what I've heard, but I'm not sure. I just um, say the name of a not so powerful god, but also, I mean, like, not a very powerful mantra, just a mantra that's better for beginners. So yeah, that's also something to consider if you are spiritual, of course. If you're not spiritual, don't worry. Nothing, I don't think it's gonna affect you because you just don't believe in God. So like, you're not gonna get any of that benefit. You usually get the physical benefit too of seeing it. If you wanna chant something else, like your own name, I don't know, will that work? It might work if your name is kind of like goes with the flow of those mantras, kind of similar to that in the sound, the wording. Then I think you can try that as well. But yeah, that will actually give you like a self confidence that, oh yeah, this is me. I'm chanting my name. Yeah, anyways, that's what I had for today, and that's like kind of like why you should consider chanting meditation. And I think you really should, man, honestly. It's a good practice. That has helped me so far. I switched from breath to chanting. There are only advantages. Trust me. Uh, Easier to focus and everything, man. I get less thoughts and everything I just mentioned. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you later. I mean, I'll see you guys later, I guess.